how much you bought that PS5 for? You know, let me buy that for you.
Yo, and this is why I'm getting back in better shape, bro.
Oh my god, I need same. I'm not.
You know how Joey be thirst trapping.
Yo, is that what?
I'm telling you, bro.
Yes, you see, let me find out my man's be rocking new pairs of Tims. And then we get them new buckwheats. He's like, oh, you know, Shorty got them for me. I'm like, whoo!
Yo, might open my
Wait,
OnlyFans
wait,
once
wait,
a
wait,
nigga
wait,
get in
wait,
shape. You feel me?
wait. Since we might as well just break open this topic real fast, like real fast. What is the our because when we talk about simps, everybody always focuses on males. Like it's always like simps is always like men. What's a female simp? Or is it? Or are they also simps? I don't know. I'm
Simp is generally like, a male term. I mean, I guess there are female simps, but we just call them suckers.
yeah, I thought you were about to say something real, real sus on stream there, but you know that's a good thing. There's video editing, not like we
No,
need
I
it.
mean, I'm sure
But
there's a worse term that's like not coming to mind, but
I like
obviously,
simpet,
like,
simpet,
nah, like simp is gender neutral.
simperella. Word, just find a new episode. Name of this episode.
Twitch is trying to ban that word, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, they're coming, dude. The council. Oh yeah. You want to break open that? You actually want to break open that now, or you want to save it?
Was that even on the docket?
No, it was. It was. But we didn't cover it like last week. I think. I think it was one of our past. It's one of our. It's like that last week or the week before.
Bro, all I'm gonna say is this, right? As far as the word simp, mainstream media, specifically like white
Has murdered
people,
it.
yeah, like they have
Killed
murdered
the
it.
term.
They're always late to it and they destroy it. This has been my life growing up. Like always, like I'm in like high school and people were talking to me about albums that came out 5 years ago. Dude, if you heard that Coolio Gangsta's Paradise, I'm like, first of all, like I was a seed when that came out. You like I have pubic hair and you're talking to me about a song that came out mad long ago. Like so
Nuts.
like even now, like when I like because I watch speed runs to like kill time, especially at work when it's slow. You know how many times I cringe when they say banger? Oh, that song's a banger. You're like, no, stop.
Oh.
Like, I'm glad we don't use that anymore. Like,
Ah.
slang for us is like hand me downs now. And same with simp.
Yeah.
Like,
And I
we'll
think
find
when
something
it's
else to call you.
we'll find some. It's a
And
good
it's
thing.
gonna rock for 3 to 5 years, and then white people are gonna catch up. If it's not simp, we'll figure something else out.
Yeah. Nah. Trust
Like
me.
we'll go
It's
back to calling you Mark or something like that.
Richard,
Like
Steve.
you're
I don't
Mark.
know. Tim. I know. I'm going by all these names, and I definitely have friends with those names. Shout out to y'all though. But I know exactly what you're saying. It's literally just is word hand me downs. As long as there's letters in the alphabet, there will be a new word, and eventually is gonna be hype for like a good year with I would say on Black Twitter. I think the thing is it all starts on Black Twitter. I don't think people realize the power of Black Twitter. A lot of this starts on Black Twitter, and then it gets popping on Black Twitter. But then Black Twitter, like shit, just falls off real off the like comes on and falls off so fast because that's the traction Black Twitter has. Like everybody, like people there, like just Black Twitter is just that popping. So there's new ideas, new terms always flying around. And then so like these terms just fly out of Black Twitter and land somewhere, and then someone just gets a hold of it. They're like, hey, I found this word. I found simp. What does it mean? Whatever. And then just use it like crazy. And then next, it's just everywhere you look, it's just simp, simp, simp. you open the door for somebody that happens to be a woman. Simp. I be dying, but it's like, this is so stupid.
No,
It's
I was watching ABBA and Preach, and they were
oh
saying
yeah,
the
I
same
peeped
thing.
them too.
They were saying the same thing about fuckboy, and I'm like, yeah, it's like that
Yeah,
with everything black people create. They run it into the ground.
straight. I've actually peeped that episode too. Yeah, the straight run into the ground. And then it's like, and it's funny because it's only it's either when we're at the height of using or when we're not even using the word at all anymore. It's
Bro, I
like
haven't heard anybody use banger in forever.
that's.
And when I
I'm
hear
trying to
Twitch,
think.
when I hear
I think I know. I
people
have friends who
on
still use it.
Twitch saying like, "Oh man, that song's a banger," and like, it's so dry.
Oh,
It's like if you were more. Can you hear me?
No, yeah, you just froze. Your camera like froze for a sec.
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe it's
oh.
the reception. I mean, I am on like
Well, it didn't
current
freeze for me,
tower.
so this is where the recordings come from. So it should be all right.
Yo, whatever my
Nah, but like you
crazy
sound
man
so
connection up
dry
here.
saying it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's almost like the soul of it is gone when you say it.
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
most disrespectful part. It's like forget the fact that you're like 5 years behind on modern slang. Is you're saying it like so soullessly.
yeah. Don't mind me. I'm like just my back pulled my shoulder, so I'm like adjusting like crazy. All right, I think I should be good now. But no, to your point, it's what it is. It's just it's what is. I don't know if it's not nothing we haven't seen. We as you know as a people as a culture create something um, within for ourselves within our community. Uh, it gets traction, it gets popular, people say it, you know, someone gets a word of it, people get a hold on it, and then it runs like rapid fire. I mean, I can't like I don't know. I think Black Twitter is one of the most funniest like platforms like on the planet right now. Just with like the amount of roasting that people do on a daily basis on Black Twitter, it's nuts.
Bro,
Like
like
that is where humor is legit just created. Like just this is pop and shit is just created there. That's just one example because honestly, like for those who are I slept on Black Twitter until I talked to my sister about it and she showed me some shit and I was like, wow, you right. Like for y'all, yo, the one of the heads behind Black Twitter, y'all need to figure something about your influence. But no, it's. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's what else is new. You know, it's one of those things. What else is new?
yeah, and I mean I don't even want I really don't want to get into the Twitch
The
council.
Twitch is crazy. Yo, Twitch is crazy right now. The council,
See,
Pokimane.
I have a take on that, but I don't know that I should say it because I don't want to.
Speak your mind, bruh. Free country. Well, it's free. Speak your mind while it's still free. I don't know. Uh,
So with that streamer that identifies as a deer, right? Ferociously Steph.
yep.
So
Firstly, Steph.
basically, they were going on this whole rant about like how they have all this power now and people should be afraid of them and all this stuff like that. And then they said they got doxxed, where doxing is basically where someone puts out to like on the internet information about you, like private
Yep.
information.
Yep.
Or so the address didn't get doxxed, but apparently like their former name and like old pictures of them or something like that. So when they were getting the backlash for basically them getting power hungry because they
Yo,
think
internet's
that
a scary place, y'all. Y'all need to. Internet's a scary place. That's all I'm trying to say. You gotta watch yourselves.
no, but peep game, right? So in the heat of all this backlash, this doxing happens. Now this happens,
Mm-hmm.
but it's coincidental that like someone like if someone's gonna intentionally dox you, like to like in it with an intent to harm you or something like that, like they usually put out like the address or like a place you work or something like that, or your actual name, not like a previous name or something like that, right? So it was kind of odd that someone
Oh,
like would do
okay.
that because like what does it matter if old information on you that's no longer valid is released? But then Twitch came out and basically was like, oh, well, we're going to stand by this person because of recent events where they were doxxed or whatever, and basically they kind of said the opposite of what the streamer said, where they don't really have power, they're not Twitch staff and stuff like that. So then after that came out, the streamer went in and said exactly what Twitch said, but there's clips online where they say it's like, oh, people should be afraid of me, like
Yep. I
I
heard
I
that.
have power, and all this other stuff like that. But what if that doxing was bullshit?
What bullshit? Like as if it didn't happen. It didn't really happen.
No, like hear me out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been looking a lot into 48 laws of power. Now, I don't think doxing is cool, period. So this person, like, like truly got doxed by somebody, like, I don't think it's cool. But like, what if
Yeah,
this was
straight
just a
malicious.
way? What if this was legit just a way to like divert attention?
Rectify.
from the fact that like
She spoke out a well. Was it fiercely Steph? Ferociously, furiously,
yeah, ferociously stuff. So
yeah,
what if this
ferociously
was like
Steph.
right? What if this is a way like a play to gain empathy? You know how like
Yeah,
rappers do it all
backtrack.
the time. Rappers do it all the time where they like do a stunt or they make it seem like they're getting arrested, but they're really on set of like a music video or something like that. Like basically like you could find a way to kind of bend public opinion back into your favor. So if you're getting all this backlash and you're like, oh crap, I got doxxed, then it's just like Twitch from one standpoint could have been like, hey, we're gonna end the relationship, but then it looks bad if the person got doxxed and you're not standing by that person. So I'm like, I don't think this is an intentional play, but like if it was, like it's pretty smart.
Well, tell me this, because what the information that was doxed was it not say revealed, but was it like speculated like it was like just like it was just old names like usernames online that they went by
No,
and stuff like that?
because this person is a transgender, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So
I
their
thought they were a
previous
deer.
name, well, they are transgender, but they identify as a deer.
Okay, okay, there we go. I was just missing the information. Now I'm informed. I'm
So
informed.
yeah, so basically, like the old name of this person, and I think maybe some like really old pictures or something, but nothing that like, and my information could be wrong, but like nothing that completely, you know, would have them identified now got out. So it seems pretty tame for a doxing. You know what I'm saying? Like there's other people that's been doxed where like, you know, people were just upset at like their YouTube commentary and then they're like, oh, well, I'm gonna dox you and put your information out. But this is really tame for a doxing. Like it's not right, but it's tame. I'm like, that's the part with me that like doesn't sit well with me. I'm like, especially like
So
the
nothing
kind of
really
like
happened
basically
because I feel
like
like how's that a dog? I feel like if
now if I'm wrong, like as a heads up, if I'm wrong about this, then I don't mind being corrected. I can walk back
right.
anything. But from what I gathered, nothing of like critical importance was revealed in this doxing that could endanger this person. Nothing about where this person works, nothing about where they live, nothing about their current name or anything like that. It's legit just like, oh, their old name pre transition and like some other stuff. So it's just like
I feel
I
like
don't
that's
know.
stuff like people if you had that on like Facebook would like people if you dig people will find it or stuff like that. But I mean if that
Yeah.
stuff wasn't on there or like my only defense would be is if that information even though I find it highly unplausible was like never put online or like that information
Nah.
was not made. Yeah, exactly. So if the person's like, no, they had to go through my personal accounts or my personal information to get that info. Then yeah, then I'm like, wow, yeah, someone really just came after you. But if it's like, oh, I got doxxed, and I'm like, oh, what got out? I'm like, oh, my favorite color. Nah, the world, the internet knows. I'm like, excuse me, like if I did that, I mean, I will give you the right to pull on the boxing gloves if I said anything like that.
Yeah, so it
It I know. I
I
I
know
I I would say now to wrap it up. I would say I don't know if
I don't think that that's the case. But, you know, if I were in that position and I needed a way to get out, faking a doxing is a very good idea.
it sounds
That
very
way,
lucrative.
the people that are mad at you, like, they're going to be mad, but
You're gonna have to
you,
hold that.
they're basically just going to have to hold it. Like, they can't do anything. And it's like, all right, well, one of you guys got out of hand. I don't know who, and we can't prove who it was. And then Twitch is
Of
still going to
course,
stand by me. And then I can walk back my statements and we can pretend none of this happened.
none of this happened. But I mean,
Bro, this is like 48 laws of power shit.
but think about it this way too. I think what it does, what it did now, since even though she walked back, her credibility is still shot because the fact of the matter is she still had to walk back because now she still came out of the cut uh, coming at people or just like pretty much soft threatening the internet and just be like, you should be afraid. Like, yeah, just threatening like any like people online that will cross them. Like, oh, don't
And
cross
the
me,
thing is,
or
it's like, yo, like, you, sorry
I'm
to
telling
interrupt, but
you.
who gets so big headed over Twitch? I'm like, you're a protected class as it is. Like, you have power. There are so many women on Twitch that do the dumbest things and don't get banned, but then you like you like show feet by accident on your stream and you're banned for 2 weeks, and Alinity can pop out titties and not get banned. Like Twitch did not ban her for that.
And I think as well, Pokemon recently had a reveal, a kind of like adult, like oopsie, a slip recently. I gotta double look that. I think the
Yeah,
quartering
so
quartering was talking
basically,
about that too.
someone donated to her, I guess, and they had a link in the donation. So she clicked it, ended up being Pornhub, and she tried to slip it away real quick. But I wouldn't be surprised. Like, people do stuff like that all the time. But
Yeah,
what'll happen
I'm
is
dead.
you'll watch that clip on Twitch and make commentary on it, which is pretty much what like these girls do on YouTube anyways. Watch videos and then like literally just sit there and watch videos and be cute. So you'll do the same thing.
I wish
Watch
I could do
them.
that and make money.
Yeah, this is why. Tell you, man, OnlyFans.
I'm about to. You
Suck
trying
us
to make an
rat.
OnlyFans? FloorSeats OnlyFans? Would y'all subscribe? Speaking of subscribing, if you guys like what you're hearing, like and subscribe at the bottom of
I'm
this
telling you,
video.
man. I'm like, yo,
Um,
$150 and pull the hammer out.
Facts. Enough subscriptions, then we'll also. I'll say enough of y'all subscribe. We will we'll start an OnlyFans account.
Nah, but
You know, I can't. You really you already
yeah, basically though, it's like, yo, they forced it because they have power in Twitch anyway. So yeah,
right. No, I think right now nowadays, I think people getting power hungry. Period is especially over the internet sets people, gets people going a type of way, and especially with the Twitch, with like the growing, like we were talking about the simp emotes getting banned, the supposed like, the Twitch ban, like how Twitch bans are being handled, how certain rules and criteria get stricter bans while other users and other like Twitch streamers and stuff get like slap on the wrist even, like I don't know. For it, yeah, it's Twitch is in a weird place. Like I feel like I might have said this before, but like Twitch is not the platform it used to be a couple years back, and I think it's because it's changing so much. This is what's happening to it. It is like it's growing in a way that is becoming more than about watching somebody stream play games. Like it's becoming like, stream just everyday life. People in the gym, people just chatting is now the new. It's probably some parts of just chatting be more popping than certain game streams. Like so, I'm
bro,
just
we know
saying.
why just chatting is popping, bro.
I know. If you look at the demographic of the people who are popping and just chatting, which people will say that I'm like that these people, like there's a lot of talented people, like talented streamers out there to do good content and stuff, and then there's people who are talentless that just don't offer anything on their streams to their viewers, but feel some type of way when they don't get their way, when they're not like, just saying that. Remember that streamer that was like, oh, like uh you if you can't donate or you can't subscribe $5 or so or stuff like that. You remember that streamer? Like you
Bro,
shouldn't even be
we're
watching.
in the middle of a quarantine.
Facts, right? Like facts. Like
Well,
this is the
somebody
type
else
of
did.
people.
Well, this happens all the time, but this girl had the nerve to do that in the middle of a quarantine.
Right, and like this, this is a, like whether someone like quarantine or not, if someone, whether they have the $5 or not, and if they don't have it, if I'm streaming, if they don't have it, cool. Like that's really not none of my business. Like, power to you. Thanks for being here. If I'm streaming, you're still here, you follow me. Yo, just give me a follow. We Gucci. Just
You know
enjoy
what?
your time.
You know what
But
it is though,
it's the
and
entitlement.
it's not even that, right? So there's a couple things I noticed about Twitch. 'Cause I was like, why, go so hard for Twitch when, like, yo, my explore page on Instagram's popping, bro. There's way better chicks on Instagram than there are Twitch. But I realize it's a psychology thing. Like a lot of these girls look like girls that are like feel like in your league. They kind of give you almost that girl next door kind of feel for like basically they're pretty much all white girls except for like Alinity. She's Colombian, which is pretty much racially
Pokemon is
ambiguous.
Moroccan.
I thought she was Italian.
It says she's from I read something. She said she was from Morocco.
Oh, I don't know. She don't look Moroccan.
So that means does it mean she African?
I don't know. I'll.
I remember Soul. I mean Soul now.
Yeah,
Soul's like I'm Moroccan.
Soul.
I guess I'm African. Soul Resti's like, oh, I'm African. We
I'm
have that talk.
Soul.
He runs. I mean, I'm ask Soul. We had to ask our Moroccan expert. Now,
No, but so it's the girl next door kind of mentality, but then also there are like that whole like condescending thing. Like dudes get off on that. Like they're like these girls are like
the
that
audience. It's
guys,
the Twitch audience.
Yeah, they want that. That is what they want. Like the only people outraged about that are the people on the outside looking in. Their audience wants to be talked to like that. They want to have like who they perceive to be a good-looking girl who's like just outside of their league to talk down on them and all that kind of stuff like that. Like that's what they get off on. They like literally like they want that kind of dominatrix kind of stuff. Like you can't be mad at it. Like it looks crazy to us because we're not pay pigs, we're not simps. But these people, they enjoy that stuff.
All right, I'll say this. If anything, we could pick this up later because I don't want to get too hot, too caught up. If you are a simp, I wouldn't even say that. If you are a man who is very generous with his wallet, especially when it comes to female counterpart, and you find yourself on Twitch, take your ass to OnlyFans. Why are you? If you're gonna spend big, go hard or go home. Why?
Bro,
it's like just go to.
Thank you.
It's just like why are you even? Why?
Yo, Leonard the Plug's OnlyFans is not that expensive. Like she has way more body.
You will get the bang for your buck on OnlyFans. Like stop. Why play yourself, King? Taking Pokemon's words. Simps are kings, right? Why play yourself then, King?
Nah, that was that other girl who's like.
No, I thought it was no. Oh no, you're right. It wasn't Pokemon. It was the other one.
It was that OK Boomer girl or whatever.
Oh God, what's her name? I don't know, dude. For me, all these. I mean, no cap. No, I'm not like no shade. But some of these Twitch streamers, they look the same to me because there's too many of them. Like they have like their theme is more or less like you said they're like the girl next door who look like they're that are somewhat attainable and like you just talk to you a certain way like to me and then I'll be seeing them I'll be seeing okay this is one streamer and then I'm just like looking at another one I'm like are they the same person like I just almost they almost look the same but to your point my party message on this. Get the bang for your buck. Go to OnlyFans. If you're about to hit send, donate on like a 1K donation. Take your ass to OnlyFans.
Bro, rack up on OnlyFans.
And take care of yourself. Facts. Like it's not the thing is like for Twitch, I mean y'all wild. You're all what? Subscribe to one Twitch streamer, about to send her 1 to 2K, send your month's rent. OnlyFans is like the world is your oyster. Like you don't even like $5 will get you far. Like that's what's so nuts on OnlyFans. There's some people for $5 will take you places, and you're about to go spend 1K on Twitch just to have a Twitch streamer to be like, oh my God, thank you so much. Wow, you're the great. Wow, thank you for that. That means a lot to me. Like what?
Yo, like I can't think of any Twitch streamers that look.
I'm not losing
crazy.
it. My mic's about to fly off.
First of all, there's no one in this world that I'm not like.
I gotta relax, yo.
Intimate with that I'm giving more than $5 to. There is not a single woman in this world besides like family.
Besides family.
I am intimate
family
with that
and
will get more than $5 out of me. $4.99 to be exact. You're gonna have to cover the tax.
You're gonna have to cover. Damn, you have to $4.95. B. We do $4.95 out here.
It's like no, there's not a single soul in the world that's not family.
Forget $4.99.
That's getting more than $4.99 out of me. So already this world that they're in is something I'm completely foreign to and I'll never be in. Yeah. I don't care if I'm like a billionaire tomorrow. Like she's signing a Rice Gum contract and we about to get this bread. I'm putting you on Twitch. I'm putting you on OnlyFans.
If your goal was to convince me about that
Monetize everything.
contract. Congratulations. I'm with you about that contract because
Monetize everything.
I'm monetizing everything,
Yo,
bro.
if I came up on like a famous chick, she wanted to hit me with that. I'm like, what's 15%? Like you're like my manager at this point. Who cares? 15% ain't
I'm
nothing.
helping you.
I'm like a
Help me
2 year
help
contract,
you.
15%. Then you get 5% residual. Like, I don't care.
Who
Like Doja Cat
cares?
trying to hit me with a contract, like cool. Still
He said
5 in a
Doja
month.
Cat.
What does it matter? Like
We go
still
holla at his
clapping the
Doja Cat. Uh,
month. So all right.
Woo! Let's actually get into our
But that was
actual
a nice warm
topics.
up.
That was a very nice warm up, and that's actually something I did, Pete. We never really got to talk about, but more to come because like this stuff ain't going anywhere. It's actually is. I think it's just gonna ramp up. So we'll tell you more about like Pokimane and coming at taking her simp army to come at another YouTuber sponsorship, which is
Yo,
wild.
actually, I watched that YouTuber too. He's pretty funny.
It's a Gundam.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's what I was like, cool. No, yeah, I was like, dog, this channel is actually lit. So it's crazy. Again, that video was only targeted at the people who donate to her. I'm not even gonna say simps. I'm gonna say to her followers.
Her pay
To
pigs.
yeah, her pay. Damn, I don't know what to me. I don't know which were simps or pay pigs. For me, I'm like, don't call me a pig. They're both bad, but like pay pigs
I'd
literally is in
rather
the
be
name.
called a simp than a pig. I'm like,
Yeah,
don't call me a
pig and
pig.
anything. Don't call me no pig.
Don't disrespect me.
Don't show like that. So, like, exactly, the whole video was about her followers donating to her, but she felt some type of way and just flipped it into an attack
Yeah,
on him and his channel, his content, his sponsors. Crazy.
yeah, but the funny thing
Again,
is the sponsor is not going anywhere, and she just got him a ton of more subscribers and stuff.
yep.
And I've been thinking about getting a Ridge wallet for a while. So, like,
Yo, real time. I peeped. I was like, yo, that looks secure as fuck. Yo, I was like, yo, that Ridge wallet definitely looks secure.
yeah,
I
I've
was
been
like,
eyeing it for like months, and I was like, well,
well, you know what? It's a good time as any. It's a good time as any. But more on that later. Let's keep the ball rolling. We definitely have some more interesting topics for y'all today. Um, speaking of which, with everything going on with the COVID-19, especially with talking about not going anywhere. COVID-19 virus with all places slowly reopening. We even out here are starting to see some reopening out here in Boston. But uh, man, this is the more I look at it and read it, I just can't help but laugh. So Kim K, she reveals her new face mask beauty line. Um, basically for because everybody now are just trying to make face masks trendy. Be safe while being cute. That's kind of like the thing that's going on right now. That's the theme. She drops her own line of face masks, bro. Tell me why they don't have filters though, bro. What am I wearing?
oh, yo,
Cosmetics, it's basically a skin. It's a skin for your face mask. It's literally DLC skin that literally tell
wait,
you this is
is it?
just a cosmetic.
Wait, is it literally a face mask, or is it like something
Literally,
you
literally a
or
face
something?
mask, but it has no filter. Supposedly a face mask, but there's no filter in it. So you're just putting a piece of put a piece of fabric over your face.
Well, so here's the thing, right? I'm not mad at that only because it's like the majority of the people are walking around with pieces of fabric over their mouth.
True,
Like, hold up.
but